You know a person with a look like that on their face. It seems like you're lost in thought. That there's a lot to dwell on. You're starting to think about the past. I feel like it's normal. Whenever you tend to think about the past, you think about what could have been. You think about every choice that you made. And that's when regret tends to set in. Whatever you said, whatever you did, there is a lot of thoughts that go into play. Am I ever going to change? Is what I said and is what I did the real me? And if I did things differently, would everything be better? Those are the thoughts that usually go through some people's minds. But how I see it is that there's so much more that can be said and done. Rather than looking back at what could have been, you look about what is. And I know there's a lot of look forward to the future, or look just in the present and live in the present. But in times where no one else is around, it's hard to think positive. It's hard to feel like that there's something more, you know? And I understand that. It's that fear that tends to set in. You tend to think, or get reminded. It's like being out in an ocean. It feels uncomfortable. You may be afloat, you may be scared, but there's things in the water. There are things to worry about. It feels like one wrong move and you'll be fallen overboard. But that's not the case. There's more than just black and white. There's so much more than just being afraid of what could have been and not what is. Mostly when you think about your past friendships or relationships, you tend to think about what happened to end those friendships or relationships. You let it control you in a way that you feel as if they're still haunting over you, lording over you. That there's something that always makes you feel down. That they're always behind you when they're far gone. It may have been toxicity, it may have been just someone who hurt you so badly that you don't even know how to function. In times, that may be the case. But there's more than just the past. Because of that past that used to be your present no longer defines you. Instead of living in fear, instead of being afraid of what already happened, or being afraid of what happens in the future, or even being afraid of what happens right now, always know that there's one thing that you know very well. And that's yourself. In times when things get rough, people are hard to read. You don't know if somebody's going to betray you, and you may be scared of that. But instead of worrying about others and in what they do, why not think about what you're going to do next? Because when you think, you hear yourself. When you listen to someone or something, you internalize that and have your own opinion of what they said or interpretation. You know everything you're going to say before you say it. Because there's no one who knows you better than you. And you should know how you deal with trauma. You should know how you deal with whatever may happen, good or bad. I know that it's scary. It's scary to just fully be yourself, because you're afraid that other people will judge you. You're afraid that you let your guard down. And you start to wonder, what's going to happen? What if it happens like last time? When it's not like last time. You're not like last time. You know better. And there's more to life than just fear. And there's more to life than just reminiscing. And there's more to life than just waiting for the future to come. There is so much that you can just grab with your hands. Right here, right now. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. Not even an hour from now. This second, there is so much to grab. There's so much to see. There's so much to know. That in this second, I will cherish. And that in this second, you can cherish. And I want you to know that whatever right or wrongs that come your way, I will be proud of the person that you become at the end of the day. You could argue that you may think, oh, what if I become a bad person? There's no such thing as bad. There's also no such thing as good. When it comes to you yourself, there's only the truest you. And how you deal with trauma, how you deal with pain, all becomes the truest you. So at the end of the day, after all said and done, who you are after everything is the truest you. And no matter what happens, no matter what is said, no matter what fears may or may not become a reality, no matter what amount of overthinking you may give to yourself or do to yourself, I wish for you to know that I am proud of the choices that you will make to better yourself. Because no one wants to stay the same forever. No one wants to dwell in the past forever. And no one wants to live in fear of not only yourself, but also others. Constantly feeling unnerved by the fact that people can change. But the thing is that you don't see their signs of change. But in yourself, you do. So you can help yourself change for the better. Now, let's wait here for a second. Really take in everything that I said. Breathe in deeply. Very slowly. After 3 seconds, breathe out slowly. And when you breathe out, let all of your inhibitions go. Let all of your pain that you once had slip out of your lungs, slip out of your mind. And as soon as you let out that breath and breathe in a new one, think about what you can do right now. Not the future, and not the past anymore. Right now, what can you do? I'll be right here to listen. And know that after all of this, I'll be here. I believe in you.